your meditation.
Hello, fellow Amiga users. I'm Bill.
I'm Anthony.
And we are the Guru Meditation. Thanks so much for checking out our YouTube channel about the Commodore Amiga computer and the community that surrounds it. We make how-to videos, we do live streams, and we get out into the world and do show reports from Amiga shows and retro shows around the world.
We do interviews and record presentations from leaders in the Amiga community, and we do short profile documentaries about interesting Amiga users and their projects.
My Amiga vintage computer.
But most of all, we just have fun hanging out with you guys. Anthony and I met back in 1988 at the Westchester Amiga user group, a user group that still meets to this day, and this YouTube channel is an extension of that club.
Bill and I both have massive collections of Amiga hardware, software, and rare peripherals that we dig out and demo for you. Like, literally dig out.
I've seen you digging in that bunker, and I feared for your safety.
Well, it's no more dangerous than the barn.
Whoa, oh, timber! Thanks so much for checking out our channel, guys. Hang out, have a great time, and Amiga forever.
We will see you on episodes of the Guru Meditation.
If you dig our videos, smash that subscribe button. And if you want to be notified when we post a new video or go live, click the bell notification button. Yo, 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 what is up, everyone? Oh, God, I'm so overmodulated. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the stream. I have to, you know what? I spelled it wrong. I have to update over here. It's the Commodore Amiga Verity stream. But, you know, I'm not very good at spelling. This is actually a Commodore Amiga Variety. V-A-R-I-E-T. Variety stream. There we go. All right, cool. Now we got our label correct. Awesome, awesome. Yo, what's up, everyone? What's up, Cybo Man? How's it going? Hey. Oh, good. I'm so glad you're watching. Thanks. Candy Rotten. What's up, Candy Rotten? Great to see you. Eagle Beakster, my man. What is up, dude? Roar. Love to see you here as always, my friend. Casual Bastard. What is up? How's it going, my friend? Thanks, everyone, for stopping by. Today's going to be a quick stream. It's going to be a quick 2 hours. I got to finish at 4 o'clock. I've got a lot going on. This was like a crazy week with work. I wasn't even sure if I was going to be able to stream today. Fortunately, I am. So I'm here. You know, a short stream is better than no stream, in my opinion. So what we're going to do is, a lot of you guys were watching on Saturday. My Westchester Amiga user group had a really cool party that I hosted in my house. It's actually my parents' house, but it's the house I grew up in. Don't live there anymore, unfortunately. But we had a cool party, a cool games party there, and a lot of people were watching the webcam, and you really didn't get like a sense of the party from the webcam. I mean, you kind of got like a peek of it. But I shot some video, so I'm just going to show you that real quick. We're not going to spend a lot of time on that, but I'll show you some video clips really quick just to give you an idea of what the party was like beyond the webcam. Then our boy Earock from English Amiga Board is at it again. He did another amazing Amiga port of a game called Inherit the Earth, a game I never heard of. Because first of all, Inherit the Earth was in German, and there's a lot of talking in this game. So if you don't know German, you're out of luck. But somehow he found an English version of the game and did a port. So it's a port from CD32 to Amiga. So obviously if you have a CD32, there's no problem, but I have a 1200, so we're going to play it on my 1200. It's hard drive installable, or you can play it with a CD32. And now it's in English, which is awesome. Now I can actually play the game. So we'll check out Inherit the Earth. Also, there was a big event in Poland called D-Crunch that happened recently, and a couple of our friends entered the demo competition, and I want to show that demo, so I'm going to fire up the Amiga 500. It's an OCS demo. We'll show my buddy's demo. His name is Mandy. He's also the translator for Viva Amiga documentary, and our other friend Rogal did the graphics for it. Rogal is amazing. He did the game Max Knight that we played on here, and he's also a brilliant animator. He's absolutely brilliant with After Effects. So I can't wait to check out their demo. And then I put Leisure Suit Larry in the image for the show, because I saw online that this is like the 30th anniversary of Leisure Suit Larry, but I did a little homework, and it turns out the 30th anniversary isn't until July. So like we're almost there. We are almost at the 30th anniversary, so we could play some Leisure Suit if you're into it. I don't know if we'll have time, but we'll definitely play Leisure Suit Larry in July when it's its actual 30th birthday. So hope that sounds like a good plan. We gotta get started because we don't have a lot of time. Oh, you enjoyed the stream. Thanks, Eagle. It was awesome to have you. Candy Rotten. I'm glad you guys all enjoyed it. Casual bet. Yeah, I was shooting at some Hungarian plum wine. Cybo Man, you're still watching the stream. You're still watching the meeting stream. Awesome, dude. Awesome. Roar, you're always welcome at the party. Joeski Rock, what is up? How cool is that, Joeski? So I met Joeski. Joeski, I think we met here on Twitch, right? And now we have met in real life because Joeski came to the party. How cool is that? That's the whole point. That's why I like to do these streams. That's why we have the YouTube channel, is to make new friends. That's the most important thing to us. We like to hang out, make new friends. And now I've made a lot of friends online, a lot of online friends. And there's like nothing better when your online friends become real life friends as well. So Joeski, glad you could make the party. Thanks for making a long trip up. I know it was quite a ways for you. What's up, Sanad? How's it going, my main man? Everyone loves the dancing. Thanks to you. Sanad is the creator of the dancing bill. The dancing in front of the lights. Sanad's the man. How's everything going at Retro Cram? Hope everything is well. I haven't talked to you in a while, Sanad. I hope you're awesome. And we had the frisbee out. We had the frisbee out at the party. The Amiga frisbee. It came out in the backyard. It was awesome. All right, cool. Let's get started. So first, we're gonna start over here on the PC because I'm in Adobe Premiere, and we'll check out some footage in Premiere. Now I don't know if, you know what, I didn't even set this up. I don't know if you guys are going to have any sound. Let's see if we hear sound. Don't hear sound. Let's see, I can try something really quick. If not, I'm not going to stress about it because this is really just, the sound's not necessary, as I'm not going to show too much interview type stuff because I just shot some footage just for the fun of it, for the memories. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. I have to change my... it's not project settings. It should. That's what I thought it would be. Keyboard shortcuts, preferences. You know what's so funny? I have to change the audio hardware, and that is usually File, New, Open Project. I should have done this earlier, but it was like a mad rush to get this going. Get properties for project settings. Let's check out the general settings. Audio. See, that's weird. I need my hardware settings. And this happened to me last time too. I'll just spend one more second on it. Project manager, it's not it. Edit, select all, team preferences, audio, hardware. Boom, nailed it. Okay, so audio output, we want the decimator. Yes, change it. Let's see if we have sound now.
The memory, you know?
Oh yeah, we got sound. We got sound now. All right. I haven't had to change my audio device in a while, so I forgot how to do that. Now I know. Because it's so weird. The menu option for that in Premiere on the PC, which I'm just transitioning to, is different than Premiere on the Mac. Bizarre. Bizarre. It's in a different spot. Yo, Air Jury, what is up, my friends? Great to see you. Thanks for hanging out. Greenery, awesome, dude. What's up, dude? What text? I don't know what text you're talking about. But it's great to have you here. Sea Death 420, where was the party? The party was in just outside New York City. It's about 45 minutes outside New York City. Oh, you love to, oh nice. Do you use Premiere too, Sanad? Awesome, yeah, I love Premiere. Again, that setting that I just changed, my audio hardware output, is different on the Mac, and I have like muscle memory editing on the Mac with Premiere, so the transition to PC is a little bit different. Just a few little things are different, but enough to throw you off. Hey, what's up, Hell's Angel? Great to see you. Thanks for stopping by, Hell's Angel. It's always a pleasure, my friend. Hopes all's well. All right, so anyway, like I said, we had the webcam set up for the party, and it was awesome. It's just like a whole new dimension to the party. We started doing those parties back in 1990, and we do them like at least once a year. And of course, it's amazing. You get to get together, hang out with friends. But now that we set up the webcam and stream it, like we get to hang out with friends around the world. So it's incredible. It used to be just like New York friends, you know, New York, New Jersey friends, maybe a Connecticut friend here and there. But now it's like we're worldwide. worldwide, friends around the world, Amiga friends around the world. So this webcam's been super fun. The problem is, like, you can't really get a clear taste of what the party's like, because there was a lot of stuff happening, like, out here on the patio. There was some grilling happening, some frisbee, some beer drinking out on the patio, and that's a big part of the party. But let me take you inside first. So this is Anthony, obviously, and my buddy Glenn. Glenn brought this amazing setup, and they're playing Wizard of War on a Bally arcade, which is really, really cool. Let's turn it around and see it. There's the Bally arcade right there. And you know what? Let me just go into color for a second and throw a little LUT, give it a little love. So I know it looks washed out. So we'll throw basic correction. We'll do let's do Alexa. Oh, that's dark. Let's do. All right, so we'll do that one for now. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, I'm on the Mac because I'm showing an Amiga party. And don't worry, I'm not on a Mac, I'm on a PC. And we'll be firing up the Amiga in a second, Breenery, don't worry. I'm just showing them some video footage. I can't play 4K video footage on my Amiga, sadly. I can't play it on my Amiga, sadly. The new Amiga Slim, that's hilarious. Oh, Sanad, Anthony, I don't know exactly which camera he used for the 360. I don't remember. It was an inexpensive one. It was like $125, but I can get the name for you. It's similar to, the Samsung Galaxy 360. Very similar to it. Breener, yeah, Breener's going bananas over here. Yo, what's up, Bumblebee? My Westchester Amiga Yankee friend. Cool, cool, cool. C-Death, it looks like the best party ever. I don't know if it was the best party ever, but it was fun. We do them once a year. We had about 23 people there, and it was maxed out for the room. Unfortunately, I just can't fit anyone else in there. So let's take a quick look at the Bally arcade. A little Wizard of War,
It was so underrated. It was expensive. Which was it going? Bally Astrocade, right down here.
Bally Astrocade. Oh, so Glenn's going to tell us a little bit about it. Let me turn that mic off.
The same time as the 2600 in 77, 78. But the problem was they overheated. And like the Coleco Atom, because of that, it killed it. But it's a great system.
So they're playing a little Wizard of War. But then we go over the shoulder here, I think. Yeah, here they are playing a little Wizard of War. Look how cool that thing is. That Bally arcade is awesome.
Bro, I did the same thing as you. I left my.
I'm just gonna skim through his footage really quick, guys, and we'll get to the Amiga. But there they are playing Wizard of War. Glenn's setup was awesome. Over here, he's got a towerized Amiga 500, which we'll see in a second. His towerized Amiga 500 is awesome. There's Cole playing a little Minecraft. So you get this kind of brings you inside the room a little bit more. We got my main man Mike there with some. What was he playing? He had the UAE for All 2 emulator going on his Android tablet. He was very excited about it. What else we got going on here? See, and here's the grill. Here's the grilling happening outside. This is the part that you guys couldn't see. Our main man Bella here. I mean, look, he's got a small animal on that grill. Look at this guy. How awesome is Bella? He brought a DJ setup. He was the grill master. He used to be a chef. I mean, look how awesome he is. There's my mom hanging out. She was an excellent hostess. Yeah, the floppy copy parties, totally, Brenner. Yeah, we like to party. We like to party a lot. Yeah, the few people ended up crashing at the house, of course. Earock. Oh, what's up, Earock, dude? You love Wizard of War and your C64. Awesome. Yeah, right. Be careful with the copies over here, right, guys? So yeah, there's Bella cooking up a storm. We had here's our buddies. They're actually Atari guys. People are loading into the room. That's the room back there where my man Theory's going in. These guys are Atari guys, but we let them come and play anyway. They're the coolest guys ever. Pete, he's Recta Pete on Twitter. So if you want to follow someone really cool, Rectipete's awesome. He does lots of cool projects with his Atari, and he brought a Genesis, so we played some NHL 94. He also brought an Atari Jaguar, RJ Michael for the win. We were playing some Tempest 2000 on the Jaguar. So yeah, it was a good time. We were really lucky. We got lucky with the weather. A lot of people were hanging. There's Joe Ski Rock in the house in inverse phase. We had lots of food, lots of sandwiches. It was super fun. I just wanted to show you guys this because I know a lot of you guys were watching the stream and you couldn't see any of this. And like when there was no one like on camera in the webcam inside, like we were all out here just like talking, drinking beers, having a good time, eating, playing frisbee, playing with Sanad's frisbee. Here's a good overview of the room real quick. Again, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this because we want to get that Amiga fired up. Hold on. Look at me. I'm slipping over here. Boom. Thierry was the man. You can see right here, he's got his Acorn Archimedes up, which is a machine I had never seen before. And it was really cool. It's got an ARM processor in it. Apparently big in Europe. I don't know how big. I know some people told me, they're like, oh, no way. That's the computer I learned how to program on in school. So I assume it was pretty big in Europe. Being that most of you guys watching are from Europe, you probably know a lot better than me. Yeah, the copy parties were crazy, right? Totally. We didn't copy anything at this party. We just played lots of fun games. A little Tempest 2000. Pete's playing a little Tempest 2000. I'll check out Glenn's stuff. Glenn's stuff is awesome. You know, I'm gonna let Glenn talk about his stuff really quick because he brought a lot. And hey, Retro Red Rum. Let's just watch. Glenn. This is amazing. Okay, so what this is, these are, I'll let Glenn talk about, but these little guys here are these little handheld machines, and Glenn guts them out and puts a Raspberry Pi in it and runs MAME on it. It's really amazing. It's so cool what he does. So let's hear him talk about it for a sec. Let's see what he's talking about here.
Pinball and Frogger and Space Invaders. So it's a little bit smaller. I think I showed it to Bill already. I put a trackball in there, 2 sticks, and a bunch of buttons. So it's set up for Missile Command. I got the trackball 3 buttons and Crazy Climb and Robotron. I was hoping to have it ready for today.
Okay, so the Acorn was big in the UK only. Thanks for the clarification there, Retro Red Rum. Looking fly. You're looking fly, Retro Red Rum.
That's a Raspberry Pi 3. Okay. 3700 milliamp battery.
We have a.
You can fit in the full Raspberry Pi inside. You don't have to.
He's putting the full Pi in there. So we also had an Unreal Tournament LAN party going. We had about 6 guys in it. So here's his Pac-Man machine. Of course, he had a Vectrex, which is also awesome. I love the Vectrex. I had a blast playing that game. Not that game. I had a blast playing that system. We played multiple games. He had a really awesome ColecoVision with a multi-cart. There's the Bally Arcade.
This is a beauty.
That thing is awesome.
These joysticks are amazing. You have the joystick, and you got a paddle built into it.
That's a crazy controller, right? Oh, you guys used to meet in the basement of a church to copy? That's awesome. And there's his Amiga 500 tower.
This is my baby, the Ultra Amiga. That's it. That's where I was allowed to come here. I had this. If I didn't have this, you wouldn't let me here.
You're right, Glenn.
One show would have been on the road.
No Amiga, and you're not allowed.
If you get a chance, do check out my channel because I have this and a lot more of the systems, and we're going to have the Guru Meditation at some point this summer.
Glenn's got a great YouTube channel as well called Glenn's Retro Show. He shows you how he guts all those little handheld devices and builds them up himself. So check him out on YouTube, Glenn's Retro Show. He's like a really amazing with the hardware. He's a really good guy and a good friend of ours. So check him out. Also check out Retro Red Rum. He is retrogamer.ca here on Twitch. Another great dude who is extremely knowledgeable and a good friend, and our first international visitor to this party. He came all the way down from Canada to come to the party. So you rock, Jeremy. You rock, dude. It was a pleasure to have you. Let's take a look at Glenn's Towerized 500 here, which is really cool.
Right here?
You love the footage? Oh, cool, cool. I'm glad you guys like it.
So basically this was a PAL Amiga 500. Installed a Kipler 8 meg board with a compact flash. I have a boot selector to boot from the external slot. 1 mega chip RAM, 1.3, 3.1 ROM, and basically I installed the board in this way and ran cables out to the back over here. And I know this thing's not the prettiest thing in the world, but if you have an Amiga, at my site, this is from Spain, it's a special cable. This cable lets you use a regular PC floppy drive. You don't need an Amiga floppy, but it's 100% compatible with Amiga floppies.
That's pretty rad.
I'm running New York Warriors here, which is a pretty heavily copy protected game, and an IBM floppy with that cable. I know. So, I don't know why I'm getting. You know, you can spend $100 on Amiga floppy and hope it works, or you can get a brand new floppy and this little cable. It doesn't look pretty, but it works. That's all that matters. And that's it.
Nice one, Glenn. That's really cool. Glenn's Towerized 500 is his baby, and it's a really cool machine. Oh yeah, let's check out the Bally Arcade real quick. This thing's gorgeous.
The two things I'm most impressed with, though, are, I mean, you're
And he's got a multi-cart for it. Of course he does.
With the Raspberry Pi on the
I wanted to bring it down. Didn't make it as far as the other consoles have done.
That is a really, really cool system. Little Wizard of War. That's the cool thing about these parties is playing head-to-head two-player games because you have someone in the same room to play with you. Playing online is great, but there's nothing like, you know, being in the same room with your buddy playing head-to-head on the same machine. You ordered all your Amiga stuff from the UK? Oh, wait, Candy Rotten, sorry, I missed your... I have to come to Germany. You have the Retrolution, old console games and old men in a big hall. A whole weekend just retro gaming. Awesome. Well, I qualify because I like retro consoles and I'm an old man, so perfect. Thank you. I would love to. You should send me the info about it. I need to get to Germany one day. I've been there once, but never for a retro party. Yes, the Germans did great demo scene videos. I'm worldwide, Brenner. You can watch me in Germany. Twitch is worldwide. The wood grain is beautiful, right? CD Death? Right, C Death 420? Yes, he's got a multi-cart in there. Let's see, I'll run that back for you. It's how amazing is it they have multi-carts for Bally Arcade. See, if you look right there, the cartridge is a multi-cart with some dip switches on it. It's the Videocade Multi-Cart version 2.0. So watch, he's gonna open up the top where you store the cartridges, and it looks really cool. It's a really, really beautiful design. The Wizard of War. And the controller is crazy. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like a vertical stick with a knob on the top.
And the basic cartridge even had a...
Not the best description, but that's what it is.
With the
There it is. Look, he's going through the cartridges now. If I come to Germany, join you and Sanad, and we go together to a retro party, it will happen, Candy Rotten, I promise. For sure.
Is it this one? Yup.
Look how cool that is. Like, what a great place to store your games.
So they've had a version of BASIC with a cassette interface built in. So you can program games right on this console. And there's actually a huge homebrew with games on a cassette drive.
That's awesome. So you could actually program your own games on that system through that audio jack. That's incredible. Oh, you like the room? Yeah, it's an awesome room. It's a cool place for a party. I was thinking like I could make this party even bigger, but it's totally maxed out right now in that room. Like there were so many people who I really wanted to invite to this as well, but like after like 20 people, it gets a little messy. Like if the weather is great, which it was, thank God, we're totally fine. But if it was raining, it would be really crowded in there. It would have been really crowded.
That's awesome.
I have two 10A4S's, Greenery.
So make sure you check
All right, we'll get through this footage quickly. I want to play Earock's game. The SCART. Look how awesome the Vectrex is. I really want a Vectrex bad. Vectrex is awesome. I'm actually doing SCART on the Amiga. I have a Amiga RGB to SCART cable. That's how I stream it. The Vectrex is so much fun. Maybe you should rent the hall next year. I thought about that. I thought about it. I'm thinking, well, let me say I'm thinking about it. But it's so cool that, you know, we've been meeting in this room since 1990, so there's definitely a bit of tradition happening, you know. A lot of tradition happening. So there's a lot of new friends, which is awesome. But we're definitely outgrowing the room, but at the same time, it's been like that since 1990, so some traditions are hard to break.
Maybe we'll pick a different game on this too. If we go up here.
And there's this cabinet with a Raspberry Pi inside of it. Yeah, the little NHL 94 on the Atari Jaguar.
I have a grudge match.
Yeah,
really?
Pete destroyed me in NHL 94.
Oh,
He destroyed me. NHL 94, like I used to play that in college. My buddy who lived across the hall from me had a Genesis and NHL 94, and we played it all the time. So Pete brought it back for me. I haven't played it since 1994. There's the Jaguar. That's a really cool system. I actually like the controllers. I know some people love them, some people hate them. I like the controllers. They were cool. And Tempest 2000 was amazing. I look young for my age. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I look like a millennial. I'll take it.
Yeah, that's a great one.
What's he talking about? I'll put this. I can even make like a little video about this. But I didn't shoot this video to make a video. I just shot it for the memory.
This is the 4.3-inch HDMI screen that'll sit on top of this. And you can see I set it up for playing Missile Command to get your left and right buttons for your missile bases, trackball. And if you want to do Robotron or Crazy Climber, it's got dual joysticks, Raspberry Pi installed.
That's awesome, dude.
Glenn's out of control. I mean, the dude's on fire. He's just ripping stuff apart. He's got that little... I mean, look at that monitor. Look how small it is. I didn't even know they made HDMI screens that small. I mean, look at that thing. Glenn's a madman. I love it.
4.3-inch HDMI screen that'll sit.
How small is it?
This is the 4.3-inch HDMI screen.
4.3-inch HDMI screen that he's hooking into the Pi, connecting to that cabinet. I see a trackball on there, too. If he gets that trackball working with the Pi, that'd be sick. I'm sure he will, too.
Yes.
I don't know if Candy watched Revision demo scene this year, but I sure did. It was amazing.
Set it up for...
I would love to get the Revision one day. There's our Unreal tournament. We had 6 guys. Oh, this thing's incredible. This is our friend Inverse Phase, who's in this chat very often. He made these boards by himself. Well, he and his roommate made these boards, which are incredible. They basically let you take, one of them lets you take a SID chip, and the other one lets you take a Pokey chip and put it on his board, and then he can control the SID and the Pokey chip from his laptop. So basically, he does a lot of live shows. He's a musician. And he wanted to have, it's hard for him to bring like 4 Commodore 64s and 4 Ataris with him. He's a one-man band. So he's like, you know what, I want to fabricate a board where I can just put the SID chip or the Pokey chip on my board and control it from my laptop. So I get like the pure sound of the SID and the pure sound of the Pokey. I'm using an actual SID chip and an actual Pokey chip, but I don't need the whole computer with me with CRT monitors and whatnot. So these things were super, super, super cool. Inverse Phase is a mad genius as well. And he's using proprietary software to control them as well. It's really incredible. Yeah. There's my man Thierry and Bella checking out the acorn. I'd never seen one before. Do I have a good shot of the acorn? I don't even know. I have one somewhere. Snacks. Yeah, there it is. Cool. Look how cool these green keys are. Actually, no, I'm in quarter resolution. Sorry, I'm jipping you guys.
It's a Raspberry Pi.
It's a big Raspberry Pi.
Yeah, it's kind of big.
So I'm just recreating.
That thing's awesome. Roar. What about the music video you made on your Amiga? You know what? I haven't had. It's on VHS. I have it somewhere. Actually, I know I have digitized it. It's on this drive. Maybe I'll show you guys that next time. That's really embarrassing. I promise I'll show you the music video. Roar's talking about a music video I made when I was in 10th grade. I used Imagine Deluxe Paint. I used Imagine Deluxe Paint and Scala to make a music video, and the chroma key for the Amiga as well. So we'll fire that up. Maybe what we'll do is we'll do a whole. I think that one deserves more attention. We could do like a whole episode about it. I could fire up Imagine and have some fun. That's a day when I have more time. And I'm just not prepared. It's sitting on a drive down there, and I have to hook it up. But we'll get there. Don't worry. Bro, I do have it on VHS because that's how I mastered it back then. I edited it and dumped it out to VHS. So the master is on VHS, and I digitized the VHS with my capture card so I could use it on the hard drive and I could play it on the computer. I'll take my time. A 20 meg hard drive, $400. Your dad was pissed. Was supposed to go for a car. That's awesome. Yeah, I think my first hard drive was for the Amiga 500, and I'm pretty sure it was 20 megabytes. Is it the A540 or A520, the one that goes in the side slot? Retro Red ROM had one at this party. A little NHL 94. There he is. He's hooking it up over there. We had so much food at this party too. It was crazy. Look, the room's in full swing now. Full swing. And there's lots of retro. Like here's an old school 45 record player. We got VHS over here. We got CDs here and laser discs on the bottom. We got more laser discs over here. We have a regular 33-inch turntable there. We got mini disc there, cassette tape, a CD burner, more cassette tape, and a 1/4-inch open reel machine. So those are permanently there. My dad uses them all the time. My dad does not like DVR. He's like, why have to use this DVR thing when I can just record it on VHS? A520, thanks Hells Angel. I thought it was the A520. Hence 20 megabytes. Joe Ski, you had a 40 megabyte Quantum HD on your Amiga. 40 megs, living large. I had a 40 megabyte. It might have been a Quantum as well in my Amiga 2000. You had 120 megabyte internal, 420 megabyte external on a 1200. That's sweet. That is sweet. Your dad had a PC XT, crappy music and video. Amiga, you know it. A lot of my friends had IBMs because, believe it or not, IBM's world headquarters is right down the street from where this party is. So there was a lot of my friends' dads worked for IBM. They were huge employers in this area. All right, cool. I think that about does it for. There's DJ Bella. How awesome is this guy? He brought this amazing DJ setup. Look at him. Look at him go. He was spinning Amiga remixes. Oh, that's strange.
Memory,
Dude, I have video footage from like.
Bella was spinning them like nobody's business. It was awesome. There he goes. Look at him go. He even brought his own lighting. Let's see, he brought lighting. Obviously during the day you couldn't really see the lights, but at night when it got dark, he was like, boom. It was like a big old dance party. Cool. All right, guys. Well, that is about it for the party footage. I just wanted to show you guys that because I know a lot of you are watching and you really don't get a sense of it on the webcam. So we are good there. Now, Earock, are you there, my friend? We didn't rehearse this. If you wanna come on the stream, you are welcome to. But I think it's time to play your latest and greatest game, Inherit the Earth. Earock, I would love to do like a proper. There you are. We could try. Once I have the PC on, we could try having you on if you're interested. I know it's very last minute. We are figuring this out right now, but Earock, what I really would like to do in the future is to do a proper interview with you, and we can go through some of the games that you've ported and done recently. I would love to do that. So you don't have to come on now. No pressure at all. If not, if you want to come on, I'll leave the PC set up because I need the PC in order to talk to you over Facebook. But if you don't want to come on, totally cool, and I'll just fire up the 1200 and we'll start getting to your game. I know it's technically not your game. I explained it at the beginning. So the game is called Inherit the Earth. Earock does a lot of amazing ports and puts a lot of amazing effort into them. So Inherit the Earth is a game from back in the 90s that you managed to get a copy of to release online for the first time. And also, it's in English, which is cool because, like, I'm pretty sure I read that the game was originally in German and it was really hard to find the English version if there even was one. You love co-host streams, cool. Yeah, I want to do more of that for sure. I would love to do it. Anthony and I do it a bit over on the YouTube channel, but I would love to have more guests on the show. I don't want to put any pressure on you, Earock. I don't know if you're ready. If you can just talk if you want. You don't have to be on camera, obviously, or you can just talk about it in chat, which is totally cool. And I'll shut down the PC and we'll fire up to 1200. But if you want to like chat in, we can do a Facebook Messenger audio only chat. It's up to you. I'll leave the PC on for a second, and if you're not feeling it right now, totally cool, because this was just totally last minute idea. I saw you were here. I'll give you another minute or two. Rights to Amiga version were picked up by a German publisher who had no interest in releasing the English version. Ah, okay. Amiga was light years above any system, you know it. Wesley Crusher from Star Trek used a video toaster on a commercial. You want to try it? Cosmic Frog 91, what's up, dude? Earock, we could try it if you want. Look, you know what, guys? What the heck? Let me get my other microphone real quick. We'll try it. Earock, this will just be like a practice run for when we do it for real on YouTube, okay? This might not even work, guys. So basically, the way I have like a lavalier mic so I can talk to you guys, and now I'm putting on another mic so I can talk to Earock. Cool. I'm gonna close this. So hope you guys enjoyed that footage. Nah, I don't want to save the changes. All good. I'm just gonna switch over here real quick because for people's privacy on Facebook. Okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna go on to Facebook. And Earock, I'm gonna give you a call and we'll see if this works. Let me go on to Facebook. Let's see. Messages. New message. All right, I'm just gonna do. Wow, how do you? I don't even see a voice chat option. Okay, there we go. Cool. All right, I'm gonna try calling you right now. Start a voice call. Let's try this. Microphone, allow. It's ringing. Oh, you know what? I do have to change my headphones real quick. So sorry if you pick up Earock. My headphones are plugged into the wrong output. I'm switching over to this one. I think this is the right one. Test. Oh, that's so funny. All right, let me try this. See, this is what happens when you don't do rehearsals. But I think we have Earock on the line. Let's see. Let's see if we can hear him. I'm gonna go back over to here. Eric, are you there? We don't do rehearsals. I think we have Earock on the line. Let's see. Earock, you there?
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Good, thanks. Sorry, hang on. I think my stream might be a couple of seconds behind. I'll just refresh the page. Yeah, I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm great. Hey, thanks for popping on. I know it's very, very last minute. I wasn't expecting this either, but it's cool. It's cool to talk to you. And like I said, I would love to do like a proper interview one day with you and go through all the games that you've worked on. I just got super excited because, I mean, you did a game called Time Gal recently, and Time Gal is like one of my favorite games released this year. So do you want to just tell everyone like a little bit about, well, we can talk about Time Gal or just in general, like what you've been up to, because you've done lots of amazing ports, and I want to make sure I get the information correct. So if you want to talk to them about Time Gal or Inherit the Earth or just in general the stuff you've been doing.
Yep. Okay. Um. So Time Gal, that was a very short-term project. Basically, I had prototyped an engine for FMV games on the Amiga because there were because even though there were games like because the Amiga had a version of like Dragon's Lair and Space Ace, they weren't really full motion video. They were just um, somewhat crudely animated so they could put them on floppy disks. So Time Gal, I basically I designed it mainly with the CD32 in mind, but made sure that you could play it on other Amigas so long as you had enough hard drive space. And yeah, so it was just I prototyped the engine. So I made a really short FMV game based on a movie called Blue Thunder.
Oh, sure.
And so Seppo Sapala from Scoopix got in touch and said, "Would you like to?" Well, I mean, you should do a full game out of it, and so we started throwing ideas back and forward, and yeah, he suggested Time Gal, so which I'd never actually played at the time, so actually had never played it before I decided to do the port, and yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I had never heard of Time Gal either. Of course, I had Dragon's Lair and Space Ace on floppy disk on my 500, but I'd never heard of Time Gal, and it's really fun to play. I love the whole anime theme, and the lead character is really cool. So it was basically was it a port from Sega?
Not quite. It the source for all the video was someone had done a rip of the Laserdisc.
Okay.
So in fact, they uploaded that footage to YouTube. So I just ripped it from YouTube and then started converting that to ham video.
Oh wow! So the video that we're looking at when we play Time Gal is actually ham video.
Yes, yeah, it is. So it's so I chose ham 6 because so that it would run on basically every Amiga.
Right. So even okay, cool. So it's more compatible with ham 6 versus ham 8. So you could run it. So wait. So if it's ham 6, can you run it on a non-AGA machine?
Yeah, exactly. It's an OCS game.
Oh wow! I didn't even realize that.
So you just all you need is just the hard drive space and Amiga memory, and yeah, any Amiga you can play it on.
Cool. I didn't know that. Yeah, we had it running on the CD32 at Vintage Computer Festival East, and then we had it running on CD32 at the party we were just looking at footage for, and it's a super fun game. And so basically, was there an Amiga? I'm pretty sure there was. I don't know if it was technically an Amiga, but it wasn't an Amiga controlling like Dragon's Lair and Space Ace. It was actually controlling the Laserdisc player inside.
The original release of Dragon's Lair didn't use an Amiga. I think there could have been an updated re-release later, but the Amiga's more famous for being the controller for the American laser games. Like Mad Dog McCree was on an Amiga. The Last Bounty Hunter. Who Shot Johnny Rock?
Oh wow! Didn't know that.
So it was only recently, like the last year or so, that the WinUAE emulator has been updated to be able to play those games.
Mm-hmm.
So for those, the guy who maintains WinUAE, Tony Willen, so he got the ROMs and for those machines, and he added support directly into WinUAE for them. And for some of the games, like for Mad, so we haven't got all of the games. We haven't got video for all of the games, but we've got video for Mad Dog McCree 2 in English, which we downloaded and then edited a bit so that we could use it in conjunction with WinUAE to play the game.
Oh, that's awesome. So are we going to see a Mad Dog McCree release soon?
Well, I mean, you can play it right now through WinUAE, but I wasn't really planning on doing a proper port. So, I mean, basically, you can play an emulated Amiga, but it'd be very, very difficult to get it up and running on a real Amiga. You would need to port the ROM somehow, and then get a Laserdisc player to plug into your Amiga.
Gotcha. That's pretty cool. Yeah, someone's asking if we can show some footage of Time Gal, so I'm just going to pull that up really quick. Because not everyone, I have played Time Gal on stream here a bunch of times, but not everyone has seen it. I should have thought of that earlier. So I know there's a thread on English Amiga Board about all of your projects, and we played another one last time. Was it it's a new game that you're working on that's just in beta right now? Do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about some of your other projects? Because you do a lot of stuff, Earock. You're really incredible.
I'm currently working on my first commercial Amiga game, which is called Velocity. So I'm working on it with John Zacharias, who's a really good artist. So it's a top-down shooter where you can move. So top-down 8-way scrolling shooter, which is designed to. The key thing that sets it apart from the rest of the genre is the flexibility of upgrading and customizing your weapon systems.
Right. Sorry. I think you know what happens. I think when I launch the FSUAE, I lose your audio, unfortunately. What's the name of the game you're working on, Earock?
Velocity.
How do you spell that?
I'll put it in the thread.
Perfect. Oh, there you go. Yes, we were playing it last time. We played it a couple streams ago. It's awesome. There's like a deathmatch demo version of it, and it's really cool. And that's that one you're making from scratch.
Yes. Yeah. So we're getting closer and closer to to releasing a second demo. So what we have at the moment is looks far nicer, plays far nicer than the previous demo, but it's not ready for release just yet.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I just saw a question from Brenry. Why haven't Time Gal licensed Digital Illusion? It doesn't appear. Nobody has been interested in the license since like the last release of it was on the PlayStation 1. So I'm not sure why. I'm not quite sure why nobody was really interested in picking. Well, you continue with the rights for it, but yeah. So Time Gal is a Japanese game, so it doesn't really have anything to do with the Don Bluth Dragon Slayer games.
Gotcha. Roar is asking, is LR City far from release?
We've said that we want to release it Q3 this year, so it will definitely be this year, but it's hard to say right at the moment what the exact release date is.
Mm-hmm.
We are it is still we are still making progress on it. We have spent a while just trying to finalize the design because we want to make it the best game that we possibly can. We don't just want to make another game where it's like, okay, we'll just finish it up, get it out there. So we're going to spend a little bit of time making it as good as we possibly can.
Sweet. I can actually. I was playing some Time Gal. I can pull up LR City, I believe I can. I think I have it on here. I have two machines, so it's it's tricky to switch between them all. Let's see if I have it. And we'll also talk about Inherit the Earth as well. Let's see, do I have it on here? I do have it. Sweet, and it's an ISO image. Oh, cool. We can just pop it into the CD32. Perfect. Let's do that.
Oh yes, so we are aiming for release for so there'll be a physical release where you can get it on CD, as well as a digital release where you can download it. But it's designed to be compatible with any AGA Amiga. So you'll either be able to boot it straight from a CD32 disc on a real CD32, or you'll be able to like copy the files onto a hard drive and play it from there.
Sweet. It's super fun. I'm firing it up right now. I love the top-down shooters. I can't even imagine how hard it is to make a game, so I have so much respect for what you guys are doing. I wish I could make games.
Yeah. So yeah, this this demo is we've improved it quite a lot since then. I've become much better at coding since we released the demo, or in Amiga coding. So one of the problems with this demo is the loading time takes ages, but with so that the loading time is one aspect that we've improved quite a lot.
What are you coding it in?
Blitz Basic.
Blitz Basic. Oh, cool. Let's see if we can play. I don't even know if my controller. Oh yeah, cool. Start game. Awesome. We have a question here. Brennery's asking that he's saying like he subscribes to Don Bluth's channel, and animation's a dying breed. Like, how do you feel about the old animated games?
They are a guilty pleasure of mine. I never really got into Dragon's Lair, but Road Avenger is probably one of my favorite FMV game.
I don't know that one.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yep. Sorry, just so what you're doing there when you're tapping the button, that's changing the weapon from, you see you've got a left weapon and a right weapon down the bottom.
Oh yeah,
so
look at
if
that.
you down fire, you'll keep firing with that gun. So if you hold down, instead of tapping, if you just hold down fire.
Oh, I see. So you just hold it down and you fire with. Oh, neat. And then when you tap it, you switch.
Yeah. Yes.
Neat.
So it was it was meant to be a way of being able to have be able to shoot and fire with only one button.
Sure, for a classic Amiga.
Yeah, exactly. But if you've got a Mega Drive pad or a CD32 pad, then you can use separate buttons for which gun you want to fire.
Oh, neat. Yeah, this game is boatloads of fun. I love it. I love it. It reminds me. It's got a little like feel of like a little Chaos Engine and also like a little Berserk. Oh, maybe that's because this is like the deathmatch version. Because this is like a survival mode in the demo. Are there going to be other modes in the actual release?
Yeah, absolutely. So there's going to be a story mode where so the idea will be that you so you start off your character with basically no powers, and then through the game you get more and more things that you can or more abilities. Actually, sorry, could I do something? If you could just push spacebar.
Spacebar?
Yep.
Oh wow! Look at that. The things you learn when you're playing with the guy who made the game.
Yeah. So my stream's a couple of seconds behind,
Sure.
but if you go to weapon effect.
Okay.
Now, if you choose
Oh wow.
Okay, if you choose green, or actually no, blue would be a good one. So if you select that and you push the fire button,
Because I was on red, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, I think it.
sorry, it's taking a couple of seconds for the stream to catch up to me.
Understood.
But, yep.
Sorry.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. I was
yeah,
just looking
so
at the chat. I was trying to answer some people's questions. Do I miss rotoscoped Amiga demos? Sure. 4 Fingers is amazing. Roar is saying he loves the color palette in this game. Who is the graphic artist?
So John Zacharis, who's known as I'll put his handle in Zach on sorry, I should clarify. So Zach is the artist for Velocity. He's also the main designer, though we share the design. Yeah, so we've actually done we did a couple of other projects together, like Time Gale is something we worked on together. So he did some of the UI design and like the title screen and things like that.
Neat. How many guys are working on the game? So you're the coder, and he's the graphic designer. Who else? Is there anyone else working on it?
Well, there's a third guy, Newly, that has contributed some of the music and sound effects, but 95% of it is myself and Zach.
Cool. Wow, that's a lot of work for a couple of guys. Do you want to throw it down in the chat, like where we can buy the game? Because when this comes out, I'm totally going to buy it because I really appreciate what you guys are doing, and I want to support you guys. And you've given so much to the Amiga community. I want to spread the word as much as possible, and try and get you guys a little bit of compensation for all your hard work.
Well, I'm sorry, I'll just bring up the website. So it's actually we've got a Polish publisher for the game, and it's currently currently taking pre-orders.
Cool.
So this, I'll just bring up.
This is neat. I'm on the blue weapon now, and I see it pushes the enemies back and stuns them, and then kills them.
Yeah. So the idea is, so that blue weapon is weaker than your other one, but since it pushes enemies back, you could use them sort of together. So you use the blue one to push the enemies back, and then you use the red one to wipe them out.
Gotcha. Oh, that's neat. I have to get used to the weapon switching. Oh, it's a tap, right? The tap switches. Got it. Hold it down. Tap switches. Hold it down. Neat. That's really cool. That's a really cool mechanic. I've never experienced that mechanic before, but it totally works. This is fun. So you were saying the story mode. There's a story mode as well. This is obviously a deathmatch survival mode.
Yeah. Well, there's actually going to be so we've tentatively decided on 4 different modes for the game.
4? Oh wow.
So this we've called the survival mode. This will actually become what we call the arcade mode, which is just you just jump in and play. There will be a separate survival mode that's more like your pickups are a bit random, so you don't so you just got to fight with whatever you can find.
Oh, neat.
So then there'll be story mode where you start from basically having no abilities, like not even a weapon at the start, and then you just find more things, unlock more abilities, fight bosses. Go through world. So we're planning maybe 4 different worlds in the game with several sub-levels.
Oh wow, that's a lot.
And then after that, the last mode would be called something like Story Plus. So it'll be the story mode again, except it'll be a lot harder, and you start with your items from a previous game.
Mm-hmm.
So it just lets you play through the story again at a much higher difficulty, but with all the things you had last time.
Kind of like a new game plus.
Yeah, that's exactly what the sorry, that's exactly what the idea was.
Sweet. I'm really excited about this game. It's great. Now I'm learning. So you can assign a different colored weapon to those 2 slots. It's not like you're just using green weapons only or blue weapons only. It looks like you can assign it, because now I'm using a blue and a green.
Yeah, exactly.
Neat. Oh, this game is super fun. Brenner's asking. He said you're a legend. Can you talk about other publishers?
I saw you asked me about Psygnosis earlier. I didn't when I was young I didn't have an Amiga. I only sort of the last few years I've gotten into the Amiga. But I did so yeah, we had PC, but there were a few Psygnosis games I really liked. Obviously Lemmings was something that ate up hours and hours of my time.
Lemmings is one of those games. It's a great game because I loved it back then, but it's still just as fun to play today. Like it stands the test of time.
Oh yeah, it's
You said something really interesting. You said that you weren't into Amiga back then. You've only gotten into it more recently, which is I'm kind of shocked.
Because originally we had a Commodore 64,
right?
And thought, well, okay, we'll get the obvious. Well, I mean the obvious upgrade path is we're going to get an Amiga next. So I started collecting Amiga Power magazines. So I had all these demo discs because I thought, oh, we're going to get an Amiga, and then I'll have quite a nice software collection of all these demo discs.
Mm-hmm.
But that never happened. So around the time around '94, well, we're finally getting around to upgrade, and then we thought, Dad made the decision and said that we thought, well, everybody seems to be turning away from Amiga. DOS seems to be where it's at, and this was about the time that Doom came out. So we decided on PC, and I suppose that was the appropriate decision for the time because Amiga was just about gone. But I still, I never really forgot about the Amiga, so I still always wanted one. So, I guess maybe about 5 years ago, I picked up a CD32 in an online auction, and then I started downloading ISOs for it, and I found that there were some compilations out there. The compilations didn't have the some of the latest releases of the games.
Mm-hmm.
So so I started by making my own compilations, and I gradually learned more and more about how the Amiga works. And now, as you can see, I'm writing new software for it rather than just unofficially publishing old software.
That's amazing. It was just kind of like a natural progression. I see Brenner's asking what was your inspiration. So I guess you just always wanted an Amiga. Years later, you kind of got into it a little bit later, so you went PC, but you always wanted one, and now you got one and you got the fever. Is that kind of I don't want to put words in your mouth, but it sounds like that's kind of what inspired you.
Because I didn't have one as a kid, there was this whole generation of games that I missed out on. So yes, just
Did you have any programming skills or game design skills before you got into doing these ports?
Yeah, actually, as long as I could remember, I was always wanted to make games. And when I was about 12 or so, I started started making some simple games. And have you heard of Click and Play?
I haven't. No.
Okay, so that was a Windows 3.1 game development package made by Francis Lynett, who he's more famous for making Amos on Amiga.
Yeah, sure. Isn't he a part of Friend operating system now too?
Oh, I don't know actually. I'm not sure about his most I'm not sure about his most recent work, but yeah. So he made Amos on the Amiga, and then he made Click and Play for Windows, which was it's super simple game development. It was sort of I think it was maybe the first game development package that didn't you didn't need to type in any code.
Oh,
it was
wow.
all sort of like you had a system where you could link events together. So you could say well, if your enemy collides with something, then destroy it just by using sort of like a drag and drop sort of interface. So that satisfied me for a while, but I really needed. Eventually, I needed something more to be able to make more complicated games. So I moved on to Blitz Basic 3D by Mark Sibley. So Blitz Basic 3D was the Windows version of the 3D Windows version of Blitz Basic on the Amiga. And I did a few freeware games in that. In fact, the games I did in that are still online. And then, eventually when I started doing Amiga development, I learned I started using the Amiga version of Blitz Basic. So it was kind of weird how I went full circle like that.
Wow, that's amazing. I'm not familiar with that package for Windows 3.1. But your story is kind of similar to a lot of ours. I think like Doom kind of pulled us away from the Amiga, as well as another game I used to play called Descent kind of pulled me away, and it was like that transition time when I was I still had my Amiga and I was playing Out of This World, I was playing Lemmings, but then you had all these cool games like Doom over on the PC, and it was really hard to resist that, and that was sort of the transition period. Cosmic Frog is asking, how many Amigas do you have now?
I only so far as real Amigas go, I've only got the CD32. I wouldn't mind a second Amiga at some stage, so I can network them together. But at the moment, I'm happy with just the one Amiga. And most of them, all of my development I do through WinUAE. And then when I want to test it on real hardware, I burn it to a disk and then play it in the CD32.
Gotcha. Yeah, the emulators are incredible. It's cool to own your own hardware, though. There's nothing like playing with the original. Like, I play TimeGal on my 1200. I have it installed on the compact flash hard drive, and there's just nothing like sitting at the real machine, which I would be doing right now, but I wouldn't be able to talk to you. But it's cool that I have the emulator fired up.
It's a different feeling.
It totally is. Like right now I'm using, let's see if I don't know if you can see it, but I'm using an Xbox One controller, and it's awesome. It's a lot easier to use than my old school joystick. But yeah, I'm totally psyched for this game. So you have a new one that you just did. It's not made from scratch like Adler City. It's another port, Inherit the Earth. I just downloaded it for the first time last night and started playing it. Do you want to talk about that one a little bit?
Yeah. Okay. So so I know you've covered it briefly at the start of the chat. Sorry, I wasn't around for that, but so yeah, Inherit the Earth was an adventure game from, I guess, around the sort of mid-early 90s. It was released, I think it was released on PC in English. In fact, you can buy it on Steam in English. But
oh, interesting.
It has quite an interesting history. Like, they made a webcomic sequel to it that I think it's still running. It's been running for over 10 years.
A webcomic? Really? Well, that makes sense because, you know what, let me turn the volume down. I wish I remembered the keystroke for volume in this game. I'm just going to mute it in this emulator. But Yeah, it's because this game is very chatty, and it's almost like you're controlling a cartoon. So it makes sense that there would be a webcomic for it. I didn't know anything about this game.
Yeah, so so as I understand it, they developed the PC and the Amiga version at the same time. The rights to publish the Amiga version were sold to a German publisher, and so the German publisher released this in German, but they had absolutely no interest in releasing the English edition, so they never did. But a few years after that, one of the developers gave the English copy, what they call the beta copy, to Amiga Future magazine, and Amiga Future put it on their cover disc. But that somehow that basically went unnoticed because, most most things that get put on cover discs, they'll find their way to the internet pretty quickly. But yeah, for some reason that cover disc was never published online. So when I found out about this being on a cover disc, I basically had to beg for it, and someone had a copy of it, so they anonymously uploaded it for me to get, and so even though it was labeled as a beta, it actually turned out to be the full game. So I burnt the game to a disc and played it on my real CD32. Played it from start to finish to make sure the entire story was there. It wasn't like a demo or anything. And so I was quite surprised to see it was not only complete, but it seemed to be mostly bug-free. So it may have actually been what was intended to be the final release.
Interesting. Yeah, it's a gorgeous game, and that makes a lot of sense that you played it straight through, because you don't want to release something that someone plays halfway through and then that's the end, especially if it was labeled only as a demo.
Yeah, absolutely. So I just needed to so I made absolutely sure that the whole story was there, and that it didn't have like a point where it would crash and then you couldn't go any further. And on top of that, it worked on real hardware, so it's not just the emulator you can play it through. You can play it through on the real CD32.
Yeah, that's important. That's a really good way to test it, and you don't have to worry about if there's a glitch with the emulator, and maybe that's the reason why it doesn't work. You have the real thing, so that eliminates an entire possibility of something going wrong.
Yeah, and that's been a difficulty for me working developing Velocity, is that the game will work fine in the emulator, but when I go to try it on a real system, a feature that I put in didn't work. So before I publish anything, I always have to. Sorry, can you push escape?
Sure.
Or
okay.
I was just wondering if it can turn on subtitles.
Oh, let's see. Escape.
Okay. Yep.
It doesn't look like.
What about pause on the gamepad, the play button?
Pause on the gamepad. Let's see.
No, actually, no. Click the disc. Sorry, it's been a while since I played this. Can you click the disc?
Mm-hmm. Oh,
it's
show dialogue.
Right-hand side.
Show dialogue on.
Yeah. So, since this copy of the game was designed with CD32 in mind, you can save to the CD32's flash memory. Oh.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to see.
I can. No,
that's strange.
Maybe there was a breaking bug. They haven't seen. That's really weird. Oh, it might have been because I think you tried to click load game or something, but you haven't got any game.
I hit it load by accident. Let's quit the game.
Yeah, it may have to
try it again.
Start it again.
Also, I'm not in WinUE, I'm using FSUE, but FSUE is wonderful.
Yep.
I broke it, right, Health Angel?
So yeah, it kind of has this game kind of has an interesting story to it, where so these so at first it sort of looks like these 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 animal characters are just living in a medieval world, but as you dig more and more into the storyline, you see more and more that it's actually a post-apocalyptic game.
Oh, interesting.
So something happened so it is set in the future, and something happened that wiped out all the humans, and so you've got these these human-like animals inhabiting this world, and so even though it's all medieval technology to start with, you you gradually like you find bits and pieces of futuristic technology.
Oh, that's neat. I've only started playing like the first 5 minutes of it, and the characters are really rich and wonderful. It's and the voice acting is fantastic too.
Yeah, it's really well written. It's great that they have voices for the entire game. There's not that many Amiga games that have voices all the way through. There was the CD32 versions of Darkseid and Beneath the Steel Sky.
Mm-hmm.
But and Simon the Sorcerer. But yeah, other than that, there just weren't that many Amiga games with full voice acting.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, it's funny. I never really thought much about full voice acting on the Amiga. I never had a CD32, so I would imagine they're more for CD32 because of the large amount of data for the voices, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think this game itself is something like 400 or 500 megabytes, just mostly because of the voices.
Sure. The voices are awesome. Let's see if I can put them on real quick. I can unmute it. Let's see. Let's talk to someone. Let's talk to this rat. Maybe talk to Ak.
I have my orders to help you. Lead on as you wish, but I'll be watching everything you do.
He's a great character, Ak. I've only played with him for, like I said, I only played this game for about 5 minutes, but he's awesome. All these characters are super rich. I was gonna play the game, but it's way cooler having you here. It's awesome. It's a hard game to stream because there's so much dialogue in it that you really want to pay attention to the game, more than talking over it for the stream. So I think it's a tricky game to stream, but it's like playing a cartoon.
Yeah. One problem I have with the game is that it does seem to stretch things out by having I don't know if you've seen them yet, but they're like really big isometric areas.
I haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah, okay, there's so like there are parts like this where you can you walk around and you talk to people. But then there's like really big outdoor areas and areas with really big long tunnels, and there's nothing really much you can do in them. So it just seems to be just a way of wasting your time to make you walk from walk through this massive thing of tunnels to get through to a place that you need to go.
Got you. So you played through it. How long did it take you to get through it?
It wasn't that long. Well, to be honest, I did use walkthroughs because I wanted to be able to finish. Well, I wanted to finish it in order to actually get it released and out there. It would have taken me a lot longer if I hadn't had walkthroughs. It did have some quite obscure puzzles, and but yeah, it is a reasonable length game. Don't think it has a
I imagine it can't be too long, right? Because you're limited, because like you said, it's full voice acting the entire game from start to finish. I can only imagine that they run out of data eventually, so the game can't be too long. Does that make sense?
I mean, it's made longer by having all these unnecessary isometric scenes. But I mean, other than that, it is a solid game, and I mean, you can see it graphically, it's gorgeous. The voices are great. Yeah, just wish it wasn't. I just wish they didn't stretch it out with all these isometric parts.
Right. Yeah, I haven't gotten to those yet, but it's the characters are really rich, and it seems like a super fun game. I'm gonna really enjoy playing it. It's awesome. Does anyone else have any questions for Earock while he's on? Sorry guys, this was like totally spontaneous. I wasn't expecting to talk to him today. I knew there was a slight possibility, then I saw him in chat and I'm like, oh, let's have a chat. So I didn't like prepare an interview or anything. So if you guys have any questions, please fire away. Brandon, I don't know why. I don't think Amiga sucks. So I think when you come over here, right, you start to walk into the other part of the fair.
Yeah. So this is the sort of thing I was talking about. It just seems to take ages to get anywhere when it's in this view like that.
Oh, cool. Hell's Angel, who's one of my oldest Twitch buddies. He's just saying it's a cool interview, and he just he wants to say thank you for coming on, and I want to thank you as well. And it's hard for you too because it's like, hey, I was like, hey, you want to come on? I kind of put you on the spot, and I really appreciate it. And,
no worries.
Like I said on my YouTube channel, I'd like to do another one with you that we're a little more prepared for, and we can kind of go through things in a bit more detail, and I can have Anthony on as well.
Yep, absolutely. I have no problem with that. I did an interview for Ami10 maybe a month or so.
That was awesome. Johnny's the man. He's incredible. He's this Amiga YouTuber who's got a live show every Saturday night. He owns a store that sells Amigas in the Canary Islands, and he's streaming all the time. He streams a couple times a week, and he does it in Spanglish because Spanish is his native language, but he switches over to English when guys like me pop in. It's pretty cool. I think he might have found out about Time Gal from my stream. I'm not sure about that. That is I don't have evidence that is true, but I think it could be the case.
Sorry, just in response to Hell's Angel, this is the AGA version of the game, but the download includes the ECS version as well. So if you don't have an AGA Amiga, you can still play it on most Amigas.
Cool. That's awesome. Oh, so Retro Red Rum, my friend Jeremy, who's retrogamer.ca, he runs an entire festival up in Montreal, and he's involved with the guys who do a lot of stuff with ColecoVision. He's a great dude, and he's saying that he wants to talk to you about a game project. So if you hear from Jeremy, Retro Red Rum / retrogamer.ca, he's a great guy. If you could talk to him for a minute and help him out, that'd be rad.
I've sent him my Facebook details.
Okay, perfect. I can introduce you guys on Facebook. Yeah, he does these amazing exhibits at Vintage Computer Festival East, the same show that Anthony and I exhibit at. He and his buddies bring all these exotic French and European computers that have never really been to that festival before, so they do a really amazing exhibit.
Oh, excellent.
Oh yeah, there you are. You're neat. Neat. Cool. All right. Well, yeah, Earock, it was awesome chatting with you, especially so last minute. thank you so much for coming on and joining the chat. It was awesome to talk to you, and I think everyone had a great time. I sure did, and I appreciate you coming on spontaneously like that. That's very difficult to do.
Yeah, thank you very much, and yeah, I'm always happy to talk about Amiga things. So,
cool. Is there anything else that you want to add that we didn't talk about?
No, not that I can think of. Well, I mean, I've worked on so many bits and pieces that would be a show in of itself to get into that. So it might be best to leave it there unless there's any specific questions or anything.
Brenner is saying he loves your game, and he's into Time Gal. It seems like, yeah, everyone's pretty psyched about the interview, and I really appreciate it. Yeah, like I said, well, I think it would be really cool to do like a proper episode on my YouTube channel about your stuff. We can go into it in a little bit more detail, and I can be prepared and speak a little bit more intelligently about it. This was last minute for me too, but yeah, it's rad. It was so cool to talk to you, and it's really great to meet you. And I'm so glad that I think I met you through. I saw a post on Indie Retro News, and that got me involved with English Amiga Board, and that's how I met you and Damien D. And it's a great community over there, and you guys are doing amazing things. And the other guy, I think his name's Amiga J. He does those CD32 compilations. So if you guys want to see some really cool Amiga stuff, people who are doing new stuff with the Amiga, check out English Amiga Board. Some of their threads are amazing. They have some really, really cool members over there.
Oh, sorry, just a couple of things. So with so I should make it clear with TimeGal, all I did was the unofficial port. I don't have any rights at all to the original game.
Gotcha.
So that was just. I don't know about the music for the game. Being an Amiga game, I guess it would have to be some sort of tracker music, but I guess maybe they ported it from PC. Or I suppose it would make sense if they tried to make music that they could play back on both systems.
Good question, Jeremy.
So so I'll repost the link to
yeah, repost the link to your game. How do you pronounce it? Alar City?
Yeah, Alar City.
Right.
So yeah, the name actually came around because it was basically a typo, but it stuck.
That's funny how things like that work out. Joski, is this the guy who was showing you Dragon's Breath at the party? No, Earock, are you in Australia?
New Zealand.
New Zealand, okay, great. Even that's beautiful. I gotta get to New Zealand. So no, Joski, he wasn't at the party, though he's always invited to make the long journey from New Zealand to New York. New Zealand's one of the places on my list I gotta get to. I have a couple friends in New Zealand.
Oh yeah, excellent.
Like Trevor Dickinson.
There's a Amiga community here. The guys that made Blitz Basic are here, as well as games like Skid Marks, Guardian, Gloom, Roadkill.
Hell's Angel, he thought you were British. Right, you're from Queensland, right? Queensland? Is that where you live?
I have a regional accent. Yeah, so Skid Marks. So the guy that worked on that, Chris Blackburn, he so he was from Auckland originally. Then he moved overseas to work on the Mass Effect games. And I think a few games for like Lionhead and Peter Molyneux. I think he worked on the second Black and White game. And then he moved. He ended up moving back to New Zealand, where he's working on Epic Skid Marks, which is the next Skid Marks game. So Skid Marks was done in Blitz Basic. there was a reasonable amount of assembly language code in it, but like the core of the game is Blitz. And even the interestingly enough, even the Mega Drive version has is based around Blitz Basic. So with the Mega Drive port, they more or less wrote a wrapper around their Amiga code to so they could run their game on the Mega Drive. Oh, I'm sorry, on the Genesis. Because I'm talking to an American. Yeah, the Genesis. So the Genesis version of Skid Marks was based heavily on the Amiga version.
Cool. It sounds like you got a sale there. Brennery's gonna buy Our City. I'm gonna buy it for sure. And like I said, I want to do a bigger interview with you, and maybe obviously I have a lot more followers on the YouTube channel, so we can try and promote your game on that as well, because it's really fun. It's a really well made game. It's a lot of fun to play, and I can't wait to try the story mode.
So Brennery, so I have absolutely no license with Timegale. The port was just a fan project, just completely unofficial. I think Daphne already has a decent port of Timegale. I'm not quite, not 100% sure on that. Oh, there's also I think there's also a pretty good PlayStation port of it as well.
Of Timegale?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I'll have to look that one up.
Yep.
But of course, it's more fun to play it on an Amiga.
Yeah.
The thing I liked about Timegale for an old guy like me is when I played games like Dragon's Lair and Space Ace, it's really hard to figure out the proper control, and I definitely use cheats, and even with cheats it's hard, but I just like in Timegale how the little arrows come up to show you like which way to move the stick, or if you have to hit the button. It just makes the game a lot more playable, in my opinion. I'm sure some people feel like it's a dumbing down of sorts, but it's fine. It's fine. It dumps it down to my level and makes it fun for me. And a lot of the guys who I played it with love it too.
Yeah, I mean, some people like it, some people don't. I mean, it is a full length. Well, it is a full length quick time event game, basically.
Right.
But if you're okay with quick time events, then there's no no problem with games like that. With Timegale, they did do a few things to make it less less linear. So you've got so half of the time because your levels are flipped, so that if you did left action last time, you would have to do a right action the next time. But also, of course, with that having the selections where you get to choose what to do next is quite neat.
Yeah, that keeps it interesting too. So you don't. It's a little bit different every time you play.
Yep.
Neat.
So yeah, Brennery, no, I haven't talked to Nintendo or any big publishers. What with the Velocity, we are releasing it as an Amiga exclusive, but after that, maybe we'll look at ports.
That'd be cool, because it's funny. I was talking to Trevor Dickinson about next gen Amigas and whatnot, and I was thinking like maybe one of the things that could help next gen Amigas is if it had a great like library of games that were Amiga only. But then the hard part is if someone's going to put that much time and effort into a game, like why limit yourself to the micro Amiga market? When you can expose yourself to much bigger markets and make a lot more money in other markets. So that would be.
Yeah.
But so for you, it would be cool. I mean, it's amazing that yours is going to be like Amiga only, but it'd be awesome for you to port it to other things as well. So you could, definitely get financial. You can get a lot more money that way because the Amiga market's so small.
So the most recent version of Blitz Basic is called Monkey, and Monkey is designed basically to port to everything. So like there's outputs for Android, iPhone. PC, Mac, Linux, even like you can even output to Flash and HTML5. So so since it's another variant of Blitz Basic, maybe we could use that to port it when we're finished. But yeah, we haven't really made up our mind on that. We may actually just concentrate on just keep making Amiga games without worrying about ports.
Then at that point it becomes more of a business, right? Instead of, you're just doing it for fun. But as soon as you start worrying about ports and that, then all of a sudden it becomes more of a business. But it would be nice for you to be rewarded, with because you put so much time into it.
Yeah. Yeah. So you mentioned Trevor Dickinson earlier. Also lives in New Zealand, but yeah, I've never actually met him. It's kind of strange. My boss knows him because of Trevor's work because of his angel investments. But yeah, I've never actually met him myself.
Oh, he's so cool, man. If you want the introduction, I can introduce you to him. I met him at Vintage Computer Festival Southeast. We were on an Amiga panel together. If you want to see the interview we did with him, it's over on my YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/TheGuruMeditation. You can see it on the bottom of the screen there. And he's just he's an amazing guy. He blew me away. He's got so much energy and so much passion for the Amiga. I think he's like the #1 Amiga fan in the world. And I just say what you want about Next Gen or whatever, but I support that dude. Whatever he does, he's a great guy, and I wish him all the best. He's really incredible. And if you want to link up with him, let me know. I'll hook you guys up. He's completely open, and he would love your projects. He would absolutely love them.
Yeah. Well, I have him on Facebook, but yeah, I don't know. I might next time he's in, because we don't live in the same city. But I guess next time he's up here, I might see if I can get in touch.
You should. He's really inspiring, and I mean, who knows? Like, if you could make some stuff for like Amiga, OS 4 or something that runs on the Amiga 1 X5000, that'd be sweet. That'd be really, really cool.
I mean, I wouldn't mind trying to port Velocity to the next gen Amiga. I'm just not sure what you would have to do. Like, I mean, I presume that you could at least emulate the game on OS 4 Amiga. A native version, I'm not sure what I would have to change to make that work.
Right. Yeah, I'm not sure either. I don't know how all that works, but it would be amazing. I know those guys the German guys are making a game called Tower 57, which is going to be released on Amiga OS 4 first, I believe, and then Steam. So, and it's a cool game. He had a demo of it there, and I was playing it. It was really, really fun. So, if you could make something that runs on OS 4, that'd be amazing. Like new games coming out for the new Amiga OS, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah, they're giving IGN a hard time in chat. I like it. It's funny. Yeah, and they're saying you have to appeal to the younger generation to get in with the games. That's what Trevor was saying too. Trevor was, if you watch the interview on the YouTube channel, he's saying that he thinks that in order for the next gen Amigas to be successful, like younger children and younger generation people have to catch on to it, not just old guys like us.
Yeah, it's yeah, I think it is a very hard thing to crack. I think getting younger people to get into the Amiga.
It's really hard. The one thing that gives me a little bit of hope is that there's a lot of retro style games that are popular now, like Axiom Verge and Hyperlight Drifter, and some of them like the Metroidvania. The new Metroidvania type games are popular with the younger kids, so maybe that's something Amiga could pay attention to. And if you were a game developer for Amiga, that gives you some sort of hope that it's not just about AAA Battlefield 1. It's also that some of the younger people do respond to games that aren't as polished as something like Battlefield 1 or Mass Effect.
That's true. Well, yeah, some of my favorite games in the last few years have been in the Shantae series.
Okay, I'm not familiar with that.
Oh, okay, so it's about the main character. She's a genie, and basically, like it's a the Metroidvania platformer game. So you've got to like you fight pirates and you sort of explore and you get new abilities. And there's a lot of humor. And but yeah, it's just fun old school style games. So the original ones were all completely 2D. The latest one it has, I think it's still sprites, but like the backgrounds are 3D.
Neat. What are they called?
Shantae.
Oh,
So,
Shantae.
yes.
Okay, yeah, Hell's Angel
Yep.
just put it in chat. I'll have to check that out. Mass
Yeah, so
Effect was
they're on-
polished. Yeah, casual. I haven't played it. You know, it's funny. I got the new Mass Effect Andromeda on a good deal, but I haven't played it yet. It looks cool. Is Shantae on Steam or PC?
Yeah. Yeah, most of them are on Steam. I think like the original version was for Game Boy Color,
Oh, interesting.
and that version was really obscure. So I think you can only really find it on. You can only really get the ROM for it these days. But the sequels, I've got all three of the sequels on Wii U. So they're on the Wii U store, and yeah, it's a fairly good way to play them. But of course, they're on Steam as well. So
Oh, neat. Roar is saying that Hank Nieborg, he did the graphics for Shantae, and he also did Lionheart, which is a classic Amiga game. That's awesome. It's a beautiful Amiga game as well.
I didn't know that, but
No,
yeah,
that's awesome, Roar.
I can see it because yeah, Lionheart just yeah, definitely I'd say in one of my top five. I think it's top five favorite graphics games on Amiga.
Oh, it's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Roar turned me on to Lionheart actually. Brennery's saying that you should try and get onto the new screensavers because Leo Laporte interviewed Ron Gilbert from Monkey Island. That could be cool. Yeah, that'd be awesome. I'm sure you'd get a lot of attention. Leo Laporte's amazing.
Oh well. Yeah, I think yeah, I guess when so I don't actually have because the Last City will be my first commercial Amiga game. Then after that, maybe I could start looking at see what I can do about interviews with people like this.
Cool. Well, you can practice with me. So when you get onto a real show, you have a little bit of practice on your belt. Cool.
Yeah. This is a real show, though. So.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. But I appreciate coming on, Eric. It's awesome to talk to you. I think if anything else, guys, this is really unexpected and really cool. Thanks so much for coming on. It's way better to do a show with someone than just me trying to sit here doing it by myself. They're wishing you good luck. Roar says that that Hank is his favorite pixel artist, and Hell's Angel says he hopes you make a lot of sales. Although I think you can see the chat. But it's hard to like talk. It's hard to like listen to you and talk to you and play the game and look at chat all at the same time. I'm not quite good at that yet. I'm not playing this game because this game is all about dialogue. So you have to listen and pay attention to the dialogue in the game. You can't just shoot.
Oh, sorry. Just the thing about it being cracked by crystal or Fairlight. I don't really know anyone from those groups, but I know Galahad, who used to be from Fairlight, so I might have to beg him not to crack my game. I mean, to be honest, we're not going to try to protect it. We're not going to put any sort of real copy protection on it. We're just going to just hope that people are going to be honest enough to support a new Amiga game in 2017.
That's how I feel. I feel like every dollar or quid or every bit of money that you spend is a vote, right? Because if you spend money on something, you're supporting it, and that means you want to keep it around. So when it comes to like even like the Amiga films that came out, like Viva Amiga and Bedroom Civilians, like I buy it. I buy multiple copies of it just to support those guys, and I'm lucky enough where I can afford to buy that. So I do everything I can to buy all the movies that come out, support the Kickstarters that I believe in, and support people like you who are making new games. Every dollar is a vote. So
Yeah,
like
so
stealing it would just be like, I don't know, I wouldn't feel good about that.
yeah, it's fair enough. So yeah, I've bought a few Amiga games myself, like Tales of Gorloth, which is the Zelda clone, and also bits and pieces of new Amiga hardware, like so I've got I bought an adapter so that I can use the PlayStation controller with my real Amiga.
Oh, no way. A PlayStation 3 controller?
Well, it supports PlayStation 1 and 2, so it's I think it was manufactured by Kipper 2K, who I think works on the Vampire cards now.
That's another amazing thing, are these vampire cards.
Oh yeah, so I'm really hoping he releases a CD32 Vampire.
Nice. Maybe when he does the Amiga 1200 Vampire as well.
Yeah, so I'll just post a link. Oh, hang on.
I bought Amiga Racer, and
Oh, yeah.
Amiga Racer is great, and try and support as many people as possible. And the other one that's coming out, I want to say Resogun, but it's not. I can't think of the name of it. It's on the tip of my tongue. But it's like a slide-scrolling shooter.
Yeah, you're thinking of Reshoot.
Reshoot, that's it. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, the second Reshoot's looking very promising. There's also some Power Glove, which is a port of a modern Commodore 64 game that's looking very promising. Yeah. Anyway, so what I've just posted in the comments there is so that's an image of the PlayStation 2 Amiga adapter.
I'm gonna I'm probably gonna jump on that because I just, my buddy Anthony just gave me as a gift. He gave me one of these guys. I was gonna use it. Let's see, do I have it over here? The original. Let's see. He gave me one of the original Amiga Power Sticks. I'll hold it up for chat right now. Of course, this is one of the things that Amiga made before they were even bought by Commodore, and it's cool. But some of my old joysticks are kind of falling apart. So it'd be very cool to be able to connect a PlayStation controller.
Oh yeah, yeah. So that's part of the reason why I use it, is so I don't wear out my my original CD32 pads as much.
Agreed. The same thing with the monitors. Like, I still prefer to play with a CRT monitor, but I do all these retro shows. So I basically, when I'm just for everyday use, I use like an LCD monitor because I don't care if it burns out. But my CRTs are very precious, so I save those for the shows.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have a CRT. I just sort of don't have much room in my apartment. So, I have played some of my Amiga games on a CRT, which really it does make the feeling is quite different.
The feeling is, yeah, it's much different. I still love my my Waiko bat. It's a great feeling. It's very strange too. I bought something on, I think it was on eBay. Apparently it was like new used stock of the Waiko bat, but they didn't work very well. I think they were kind of a Chinese ripoffs. I can't tell what they are exactly, but they came and I'm like, something's not right. But cool. I can't stop playing the game, Earock. It's really fun. I've fired up LR City again. It's really fun.
Yep. Well, we've added a whole bunch of features since then. So you're going to have more weapon types, more colors. We've got these things called hero powers that, like, there's one hero power that upgrades your guns to full for about 10 seconds. So you just have this massive stream of firepower. There's one called Ethereal Blaze, which turns you into this massive fireball, so you can just fly around the screen, burning everything up.
Oh, that's awesome. That's so cool.
but it's not quite ready to ready to show off. So most of those features will be in the next demo. So with the next demo, you'll get much upgraded survival mode and arcade mode. Just for the story mode, you have to buy the commercial game when it's out.
Understood. I'll be there. I can't wait. It's a really if this demo is incredibly fun. So I can only imagine what the final release will be like, and I'll be sure to pick it up. And like I said, we'll do it on the YouTube channel as well, and I'll be playing it here on Twitch. So I'm really excited about it. I mean, new Amiga games in 2017. How cool is that? All right, cool, Earock. Well, it was awesome having you, man. You're a legend, and I'm really like enjoying all of your work, and I appreciate it very much. And I know there's lots of Amiga fans out there who are really enjoying the fruits of your labor. So I just want to say thank you very much for all the time and effort that you've been putting into these ports, these conversions, and the new game. And I just want to wish you like the best of luck with this, and I'll support this any way I can. And I really appreciate everything you do. You're awesome.
Oh, thank you very much.
Cool, guys. All right.
It's been really good being on the show. So, and yeah, I'm always happy to talk about Amiga things. So, you chat anytime. Just let me know.
Well, we'll definitely do it again. Thank you so much.
Okay.
All right, guys. Cool. Thanks, Earock. I'm gonna we'll end it here, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you, Earock. Thanks, Eric.
No worries. Catch you later.
Bye bye. Wow, awesome. So there you have it. There's Earock. I mean, the guy's incredible. I just want to thank him so much for coming on and hanging out. He's really a special person, and he's putting in like a tremendous amount of work and giving the Amiga community some like really new things to be excited about, which is you can't put a price on that. That's awesome. Thanks, Joski. I'm glad you guys liked the interview. I have to go soon, but I do want to fire up a real Amiga. So I'll tell you what, we're gonna fire up my 500 and check out some of my buddies' demos. That nature calls. So I'll be back in just like 2 seconds, and we'll set up a real 500. I don't want to go a whole stream without using a real Amiga. All the games you saw me playing, all of Earock's games, they all work on my real 1200. But because I was doing the chat through my PC, I couldn't fire up the 1200 because then we couldn't hear Earock. But nature calls. I'll be right back, guys. We'll fire up the 500 and check out some new demos from D-Crunch. Awesome, guys. Thanks so much for watching today, and thanks so much for hanging out in chat and talking to Earock. It's really great to have you guys. All right, I'll be right back. All right, cool. I'm back. Awesome, guys. That was so cool, right? Oh, Joski, what was wrong with the Amiga 500? Well, hopefully nothing is wrong with it. We're gonna fire it up now and see if it works. I'm not 100% sure what was wrong before. It's just one of those things. I disconnected it, let it sit for 5 minutes, plugged it back in, and it worked fine. I think there was just like a loose connection or something. So hopefully the 500 works when I fire it up now. Yeah, thanks so much, Earock. You're awesome, dude. That was really fun. It was fun chatting with you. Next time Next time, guys, we'll like prepare. I didn't have any like questions prepared. Earock wasn't ready for it. He was just like in the chat, and I'm like, dude, let's talk. So I think that was pretty awesome, considering neither one of us was ready for that. But it was really fun. I had a blast. So yeah, let's start setting up this 500. I've got to go in I've got about 20 minutes left. Maybe I could push it to 30, but I figured we'll just fire up the 500 and check out some new demos. There was a big event in Poland called D-Crunch. I think it was this past weekend. It was Saturday, Sunday, and there's some really cool demos that came out of it. So I'm excited to try them out on a real Amiga. I haven't actually, it might not even work. I haven't tried them on my real 500 yet. I've only tried them on the emulator, so we'll fire that up. Best interviews are unprepared, yeah. It's better when it's improvised, right? All right, let me shut down the PC here, guys. And we'll get that 500 cooking, hopefully. I don't think we're going to do any Leisure Suit Larry today because I'm kind of running out of time. And I think it'll be better to save Leisure Suit Larry for July so we can properly celebrate the 30th anniversary. All right, cool. I'm going to move the keyboard out of the way. Move the mouse out of the way. Do a little change over here. I love it. I'm actually really excited to try this power stick. So thank you, Anthony, if you're out there, wherever you are, on your way to North Carolina. All right, let's get the 500 out. Move the 1200 out of the way. I got piles of Amigas over here. All right, I'll put the 1200 here. And that game that unfortunately, we could check out, if we have a little extra time later, we could check out the beginning of Inherit the Earth. The game the cartoon game with all the animals. It's a really cool game. It's the one that is Earock's latest port. And you couldn't really appreciate it. You could see the graphics were pretty, but you couldn't really appreciate it when I was talking to him because it's all about the sound and the dialogue, which unfortunately we couldn't hear, but more important to hear Earock. All right. Plugging in. All right, so we got that. We got that. Let's plug in the joystick. We don't really need a joystick for demos. Actually, you know what? What I'm going to do is I'm going to load them onto the GoTech, so it's easier to load them onto the GoTech with the joystick. And I get to see if this power stick works that Anthony gave me. And hopefully the Amiga works. Like it wasn't working when I plugged it in on stream last time on Amiga Day, which was really sad. But then I went out to dinner with my wife. I came back home, set it back up again, and voila, it worked. All right, joystick, mouse. We got sound. We got RGB, and now we'll plug in the power. And, we'll cross our fingers. All right, let's see. Amiga plus webcams. There we go. There's the 500. That's a beauty, huh? Isn't that awesome? Oh, I got to change my video cable. Sorry, the changeover is a little bumpy. It's the nature of the beast. All right, let's see. We should get no signal. Perfect. It took a day off on Amiga Day, Hell's Angel. Yeah, the 500, a well-deserved day off, right? All right, let's see. Let's go. Let's fingers crossed this puppy comes on. All right, yeah, she's alive, baby. She's alive. Yep, she's kicking. Nice one. Yeah, plug it in, right? Sometimes the biggest problems have the simplest solutions, right? The old air gap. All right, so whoa, this is a very twitchy joystick. Okay, so this one, RSE EUTS, is the demo that won the D-Crunch competition. So let's load this one up. put it there. And then it's called Craptro. Craptro is the name of the demo that my friends did. And I think they came in second place, which is pretty amazing. Let's see if I can find it. Now, see, I'm starting to get too many ADF files on this USB stick. Craptro, there it is, Craptro 2. We'll put Craptro 2 in slot number 3. Cool. We'll start with Craptro. We'll start with our buddies. So Craptro is, well, he'll say it's Rogal, the creator of Max Knight, a game we've played on here before. Also Pixel Nation. He's also known as Pixel Nation on YouTube. He's incredible. He does these amazing animations where there's like live action of an Amiga and he animates like lemmings running across it. It's the coolest thing ever. He's a super talented guy. So he did the graphics. And Mandy, who also did the translation for Viva Amiga, he did the coding in Amos. So we'll check out slot number 3, Craptro. Here we go. Oh, I didn't hit save and restart. Did I not hit save? I don't think I did. I got too excited, guys. Let's start it over. Sorry about that. I didn't hit save it. Oh boy. That's what happens when you get too excited about things. Right, Retro? It's like, I was so close. I was so close, and then I just dropped the ball. Let's see, are they there? No, it didn't save. Love it. All right. Let's go to 2. We're going to put... Oh, it's so funny. We're going to put it in 2, and then we're going to put Craptro in 3. Craptro 2 is going to 3, and now we save and restart. You gotta save. All right, so Craptro is in number 3. We'll start with Craptro, save and restart. I'll put on the headphones so I can hear this. Now it's interesting. I'm sure they did it in PAL, and this is a NTSC 500. When I did the, so this is 68K Amiga demo, ECS, 1 mega RAM, Kickstart 1.3. We got it, and it was for DCrunch 2017 party. That's an awesome way to start it. That's beautiful. The DCrunch logo. Craptro 2. Amos. A little Cube Low Mania. They showed the graphic at Ami Party last year. It's beautiful. Neat. I wish I could make a demo. Cool music too. Cool, right, Roy? Great music. All done, Amos. Now there's Max Knight. There he is. Max Knight's an awesome game. If you guys want to check it out, you know, Google Max Knight Amiga. It's a free game on Amiga by Rogal. It's awesome. Nice little Starfield. I used to love Starfields in the 90s. Mandy did the programming. Nice, Mandy. Good job, dude. Dotke did the music. Nice. And Rogal did the graphics. And Red did something else. I don't know that word in Polish. Retro Red Room. I didn't try Demo Maker. No. Craptro 3. I think he's going to premiere Craptro 3 at Ami Party. Yeah, really nice, right, Earock? Good stuff, guys. That was awesome. Demo Maker. Although Demo Maker sounds really fun, but at the same time, I kind of wish I was the kind of guy that could like program it or at least do the graphics for it. But the programming, like the way these guys program these demos, it just blows my mind. Like those guys at my mind's starting to slip. The German thing, Revision. The guys at Revision this year that did a 4K program that creates something that looks absolutely gorgeous. 4K, not 4K is in 4K resolution. 4K is in 4 kilobytes of code. Incredible. I could have done a warm reboot, but I feel like with these demos, it's always better to do a cold boot. So this is the one that won. Craptro, I think, came in second, and this is the one that won. They're both OCS, ECS demos. Running on, this is my Amiga 500 with 1 megabyte of RAM. RSI Demo Maker. I've got to try it. Now I've got, as if I don't have enough things to do with my Amiga, now I have something else to do. But that's awesome, guys. Thank you for recommending it. Oh, I love the music. Resistance. Welcome to a brand new Resistance prod. Enchantment Under the Sea. Oh, there you go. So you can see it's cut off on the bottom because it's an NTSC Amiga 500. I'm gonna have to get myself a PAL Amiga 500. This music's awesome. I'm gonna shut up. This is beautiful. Johnny, what's up, buddy? The Underwater Master. Little Poseidon. Neptune. This is a gorgeous demo. Gorgeous. Little Mermaid. Johnny, no worries, dude. I'm glad you're here. Unfortunately, I have to go soon, but I'm sure that this artifacting you see here is because it's running on an NTSC Amiga. Amington TV in the house. Amington, we had Earock on. We were kind of like you. Not kind of like you did. It was very spontaneous. I wasn't expecting to have him on. This is awesome. That would be it. Enchantment Under the Sea. I saw my friend John, Retro Demo Scene, over on YouTube. He posted this on Facebook. He's got it up on YouTube, and I was like, oh man, that looks really cool. I gotta download it. R.I.P. Dave Needle. Nice. Dedicated to Mr. Dave Needle, one of the original Amiga guys. Hello, Johnny. There's nothing like seeing a demo play on a real Amiga. It's a different experience. YouTube's amazing because you get access to all the demos easily, but when you can actually play one on a real machine, it's awesome. Hope you had a good time watching it. As much fun as we had making it. Oh, it's sweet. I did. The music's awesome. Wow. And the graphics are really cool too. Oh, Ghost Town, Loonies, they're amazing. I love Ghost Town and Loonies, they're great. All these are all guys. Also, it went by too quick, I didn't get a chance to read it. I guess they're giving shout outs to other demo sceners, so that, like, that's standard practice. If you want to see some more, try and find the hidden part. What do you guys think? How do you find it? Oh. Well, I didn't find it. I killed it. You love this kind of electronic music, Cyboman33? Me too. Me too, Roar. Yeah, that was really, really beautiful. Awesome, guys. So that was, yeah, that was the winner of D-Crunch. D-Crunch is an amazing party in Poland. Another one that I want to get to. They have so many parties in Poland. Those guys are incredible. They party all year. They have Amiga parties all year long. All right, guys, so I'm kind of running out of time. I got about 15 minutes left. So what I'm thinking is we could either play a game here on the 500, or I feel like we should look at Inherit the Earth. Because we had it on before, but you couldn't hear it. So I feel like I want to fire it up on my 1200, and you guys can at least watch the beginning of it, because it looks like a really cool game, and obviously we had Earock on, and we couldn't really hear it. Yeraketh, thanks for the follow, dude. I appreciate that very much. Welcome to the channel. I'm a AmigaBill. I stream Amiga stuff. I try and use a real Amiga as much as possible. I do stream other things over here on Twitch besides Amiga, but they're all like retro themed. But Amiga is obviously my main jam. So welcome to the channel. Thank you. We have awesome people over here in chat. Wait, they're over there. Over here in chat. It's a great community. Super cool guys and gals over there in chat. It's awesome. So welcome. Very lucky to have all of you. I'm very lucky to have all of you in chat, and that's why I keep doing these streams, because I love hanging out with you guys. It's just like a bunch of friends hanging out, playing Amiga games. Gotta start the hidden part from this Cly. Ooh. Nice. You got your 1200 in front of me. I'm about to get my 1200 in front of me. Unknown command DR. Yeah, the hidden part. I don't know. What if I type resistance? More. Encore. Yeah. There's got to be something to it. We'll figure it out. I'll see if I can get in touch with them and ask them. You got yourself, you got your hands on a 500 not too long ago. Cool. That's what, oh, you've got your emulator beneath my stream window. Nice, nice. I love the 500. This is my actual 500 that I had back in 1987, my first Amiga. And I'm about to fire up the 1200 right now. Sorry, Hells. I'll try and figure it out, and if I can, I'll show it on the next stream. And I know, Roar, I owe you a music video next time. Yes, the GoTech is pretending to be DF0. So I'm not sure what's up with that. If I go into Workbench, you know, it works just fine. It has something to do with the way the ADF file is coded. All right, because I'm running out of time, let's fire up the 1200 and let's check out the beginning of Inherit the Earth. I'm sorry, let's fire up my 1200 and check out Inherit the Earth. that we were looking at before, but we couldn't hear. And the game's not as fun when you can't hear it, because the game's all about dialogue. DF0 should always work, right? I don't know what's up with that. In case you're wondering why I'm hitting enter, it's because unfortunately my return key is broken. Something I gotta fix. But I'm psyched that those demos worked off the GoTech. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if they were gonna work because A, my machine is NTSC and they're most likely PAL demos. I'm sure they're PAL. B, it's a floppy disk emulator. It's not like we're running it off a real floppy. So there was a lot of variables, but it worked. And they were great demos. Your first Amiga was the 2000, lovely machine. Oh yeah, my first Amiga was the 500, but the one that I really got into was my 2000 because I had a hard drive in it. I had an 020 in it, and I could switch between Kickstart 1.3 and 2.0. So most of like the graphics work that I did was all in my 2000, and I bought it for a great price from my buddy down the road. So I got very lucky. The 500 was tough to work with just a floppy drive. I eventually got the A520, which was a game changer, the 20 megabyte hard drive. But also the 68000 was really slow. I was doing a lot of 3D stuff with Imagine, and I was doing D-Paint stuff, lots of art department professional. So the 020 and the 2000 was really wonderful. It was a game changer for me. Although even with the 020, there were some Imagine renderings that I did that took like literally days to render. The machine was on for days. Roar, you're looking. Don't get too excited about the music video. It's pretty embarrassing for me actually, because I sing. It's nothing special. It will teach you about the history of the atom though. And the name of the song is Atom Atom. You were 5. Wow, you were 5 when you got your 2000. Sweet. Oops. I was. Let's see. I'm a little bit older, so I was in '87. I was 12. So I was 12 when I got my 500 in '87. You want to hear the music video too, Joski? I would show you guys right now. It's just that it's on. So technical details here. I'm streaming from my Mac. I use the Mac to stream, and I use the PC to play the games. Or I stream from the Mac and use the Amiga to play the games. So in order for me to read that Thunderbolt drive that the music video is on, I'd have to fire it up and do it through the Mac, and the stream would just come to its knees. So what I'm going to do is copy the music video onto my PC, and I can show it to you guys next time. You were 14 when you got your first Amiga. Sweet. So yeah, guys, another reason why I really wanted to stream today is because I'm going to be up in the mountains all next week. So I don't think I'm going to be able to stream. I leave on Wednesday, and Tuesday I'm actually going out for my birthday, because Tuesday's my birthday. So I don't know if I'm probably not going to stream on my birthday. I'm going to be out doing birthday stuff, drinking lots of beers and having a good time. So unfortunately, I'm going to be, my next stream will probably be not like this coming Tuesday, not the 13th, but the Tuesday after. At least that's the plan. I might do one I could do one like Sunday night, but it's tough for the European guys, you know. All right. Your grandfather gave it to you sometime in the mid-90s. Sweet. That's a great gift. You were 13, Roar, when you got your 500? Cool. So we got around the same time in our lives. Oh, God, I got to clean this window up. Oh, I might have to do a show all here, you know. And there's LR City demo. That's what we were playing before on emulator. That's Earock's game. Again, it works on a real Amiga. I don't know. Okay, yeah. Show all. Oh, that is a show all. Where the heck did I put? Oh, it's on compact flash. That's the problem. Sorry, guys. I was looking in the wrong place. It's on my compact flash card. I didn't have time to copy it over to my hard drive. Time gap. Woohoo. All right, let's see if we can find it. Inherit the earth. There we go. So it's got the setup file, music, screen mode, PAL. Okay, good. I already set up. You have to set this path for the saved games because it saves as you play along. And if you don't have a save game path, it won't run. Scene caching and scrolling. Cool. We are good to go. Let's fire up the AGA version since we're on a 1200. Joski, oh, you were 16. Got an Amiga 588. Cool. Amiton, I am planning on going to Ami Party. It's not confirmed yet. I can't promise you I'm going to Ami Party. I haven't bought the ticket yet. But let's just say it's looking really, really strong.
We see the sky, we see the land, we see the water, and we wonder, are we the only ones? Long before we came to exist, the humans ruled the earth. They made marvelous things and moved whole mountains. They knew the secret of flight, the secret of happiness, and other secrets beyond our imagining. The humans also knew the secret of life, and they used it to give us the four great gifts: thinking minds, feeling hearts, speaking mouths, and reaching hands. We are their children.
Oh no, you threw it away.
They taught us how to use our hands and how to speak. They showed us the joy of using our minds. They loved us. And when we were ready, they surely would have given us the secret of happiness. And now we see the sky, the land, and the water that we are heirs to, and we wonder, why did they leave? Do they live still in the stars, in the ocean depths, in the wind? We wonder, was their fate good or evil, and will we also share the same fate one day?
Where have all the humans gone? Awesome music. Roar, I'm not sure when it was made, dude. I'm not sure. It's a good question. It's a beautiful graphics, beautiful music. But it's a hard, like I said to Earock, it's a hard game to stream because there's so much dialogue in it. It's so much dialogue in it, it's hard for me to talk to you guys. Here we go. Final round of the grand tournament.
I won! I knew I could defeat you!
What? Why, how did you...
While your pawn was still searching in the Cave of Tears, my paladin made it through the forest to home base. You were taken totally by surprise.
How could I have allowed myself to be defeated by such a simple trick?
You weren't defeated by a trick. You were defeated by your own cockiness. You were already polishing the victory medallion instead of concentrating on the puzzle.
That's not true. I was...
Hear ye! Hear ye! It is time for the awarding of the prizes.
The rat won. He beat the fox.
The silver medallion for second place is awarded to Griff of the Fox tribe.
The rat outfoxed the fox.
And the first prize of the gold medallion goes to Scory of the Rat tribe.
The stereo separation is crazy too. Like all the dialogue's in the left channel, and the music on the right.
Congratulations to both of our winners. Now, everyone, enjoy the fair.
Oh, Rip.
Foxy
You
lady.
won. You got the silver medallion for second place.
It's not first place. I should have won first place. I was too busy thinking about the prize instead of the puzzle. I should have.
Attention, everyone. By
Some stuff's about to
authority
go
of the
down.
Forest King, I hereby declare this fair officially closed.
What is the meaning of this?
The Orb of Storms has been stolen from its resting place.
Orb of
Second place.
Storms. This is most distressing.
Until the orb has been returned, everyone is confined to their homes while a full investigation is conducted.
Confined? Boars cannot be confined. We go where we want. We do what we want.
These boars are awesome.
Including perhaps stealing the Orb of Storms?
Boars do not steal. Why would we steal it?
The orb predicts storms. Storms bring rain. Rain brings mud. And who likes mud better than anything? Boars.
Bah! If we had wanted the orb, we would have just walked in boldly and taken it. No, Elk, we are not thieves. We do not sneak around and steal like the fox.
Hey!
Quiet. Or is there something you'd like to tell us?
Just that foxes don't always steal. Some of us have never stolen anything.
Confess, Fox. Tell us where you were last evening just before sundown.
I camped in the woods overnight on my way here.
And I suppose someone saw you and can confirm this?
I can. I was with him the whole time.
She sure was.
First one fox lies, then the other fox does, by saying the first one was telling the truth. We boars want the orb returned. As much as I hate to admit, there is truth in what the elk captain has said. Without the orb, we will not know when the rains will come. We will not know when to prepare the mud baths. All this makes the boars very mad.
Boars mad.
We want answers now. And morphs without answers will get hurt.
I love this guy.
Are you threatening us?
Boars will hurt. Boars will hurt all. Boars want the orb back now!
Very well, Captain. I'll deal with this. Under the authority granted me by the Forest King, I arrest you both for the theft of...
But you can't do that. We haven't stolen anything.
I'm afraid I'll have to hold the two of you in custody until this puzzle is solved.
Jeez.
Puzzle? You say this
So
is
much
a
for
puzzle?
democratic
Then I'm
system.
the last person you want to arrest.
What do you mean?
See this medallion? This is for second place in the puzzle-solving contest. If anyone can find the Orb of Storms and bring it back to you, it's me.
Well then, Fox. I suppose it is up to you after all.
Very well. You have until the next new moon to find the orb.
Okay, see you then. Come on, Reen.
However, just to make sure that you return, I will send one of my warriors along with you. Lieutenant Ia, please step forward. Lieutenant Ia, you will accompany them on their quest. Aid them wherever and whenever you can. But if they try to escape or refuse to return, your orders are to use whatever force is necessary to return them to us to stand trial. Is that perfectly clear, Lieutenant?
Yes, my captain.
Wait! Boars do not trust foxes. Boars
I
do
love
not
this boy.
trust elk. Both are weak fools. I will send along a true warrior, one who will get the job done. Ark! Ark, go with them. Find this orb. If they are lying, kill them. If they try to escape, kill them. If you suspect treachery, kill them. If they do not find the orb, Kill them.
What about if we snore too loudly?
Maybe I won't wait. Maybe I'll kill them now.
Enough. Now go. Remember, you have only until the next new moon to complete your quest.
Wait. I do not trust you most of all, young fox. So, to make sure you come back, we will keep your little friend.
Oh.
Green!
Remember, if
Taking
you
Reen
return
hostage.
by the next new moon, your friend will be released unharmed. If you don't return by then, why, I'll just have me a new pelt for my wall. Now go!
Green! Green!
That board does
I
not play.
suggest you concentrate on completing your task. Remember, you have only until...
The next new moon. You don't have to remind me. I'll be here, and I'll have the orb with me.
I hope that you do. Lieutenant Ia, you're in charge. Carry on, and Godspeed.
Yes, sir.
Alright, that's quite an opening, huh? Let me lower it down
Well,
a
my
little
new
bit.
friends, our quest lies ahead. Let us not keep it waiting.
That's quite the opening. So, Fast Twitch Gamer, thank you for the info. This game was published in 1994 and uses the Scum engine, so it could potentially run under that Scum VM emulator. Yeah, Emmington, congratulations, Earock, awesome conversion. Cheers. It is an awesome conversion. Like, I'm playing it on a real Amiga 1200. It's awesome. You can't wait for Yeraketh, you can't wait for the Vampire 1200. Neither can I. That's gonna be awesome. I can't wait. Oh, and the game's available on Steam as well. Cool. That's very cool. Not as cool as playing it on a real Amiga, but that's cool. I'm happy it is. So yeah, it's just a standard, sort of point and click adventure. So we can let's talk to Ak. Talk to Ak and see what he's got to say.
I have my orders to help you. Lead on as you wish, but I'll be watching everything you do.
Let's talk to the other dude.
I'm here to assist you, not intimidate you. I'll do as you wish.
Oh, it's available on GOG as well. I always prefer to buy on GOG because I love no DRM. Steam's fine, but I much prefer GOG. Can we talk to this rat? Alright, I think these people are just wallpaper here. Let's get out of this tent. Look, here's our silver medal. Can we look at it? Look at silver second prize medallion.
Next time, this will be gold.
Next time will be gold. Nice, alright. So we gotta find the orb before the new moon. That's not gonna happen before dinner time, which is like in 5 minutes for me. So I'm gonna wrap the stream up soon, guys. But I want to give you guys a taste for the game. Let's talk to this guy. Talk to the... Hey!
Good day to you, sir. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions?
If it isn't the fox that closed down the fair and ruined my vacation, would I mind if you asked me a few questions?
Later,
Of
Roar.
course
Thanks
not.
for stopping by
You
as
might
always,
waste
my
all of my
friends.
time
It's always
if
a
you
pleasure
wish.
having you here. Thank you, Roar. Okay, cool. So we're talking to them. Roar, awesome, dude. I'll see you on Facebook, my friend. Thanks for stopping by as always. It's always a pleasure. So we can talk to this ram. We can just click on what we want to say to him. So let's see. Where were you last night? Because we know that's when the orb was stolen.
Would you tell me?
What I was doing at the time of the theft? Of course, I was butting heads with one of the other fairgoers.
You were having an argument with him?
I didn't say I was arguing with him. I said we were butting heads.
Literally butting heads. What do you know about this orb? Well, we already know about the orb. Oh, it looks like there's more things I can say. Wow, there's a lot you can say. Let's see, why would someone steal the orb?
Do you have any idea why someone might have wanted to steal the orb?
Something that predicts the weather, tells us the seasons, something upon which our entire agricultural existence depends? I can't possibly imagine why anyone would want to steal that old thing. Perhaps to make into a necklace? What do you think?
This Ram is a real wise guy.
What do you know about these orbs?
Only two things. One, they are round, hence the name orb. Two, the theft of one has caused the complete ruination of my vacation at this fair. That is all I know about them, and that is all I want to know about them.
This Ram's salty.
Who do you think might have stolen the orb?
I think it was the rats. Nana, on second thought, I think it was the bears.
Always blame the
However,
rats.
It could have been the dogs. My vote, however, is with one of those crafty foxes. Oh, the fingers seem to be pointing to them, and to one in particular. And I have seen no evidence to the contrary. Have you?
Oh, he's blaming the fox, huh? Alright, wise guy.
Can you give me any advice in looking for the missing orb?
Yes, I can. I suggest you take the longest, most difficult route available. Don't forget to stop occasionally and bang your head with a large rock or other blunt instrument. Bury your face in a hill of red ants whenever you can. And if you should run across any rams that might be on holiday, don't forget to take time out and totally ruin it for them.
He's so salty. I love it. Yeah, Joski, this voice acting is amazing, right? And like, there's really good character development in this game.
Thank you for...
Farewell, young fox. If we never meet again, it will be too soon.
Oh, man.
Wow, what a sore head. Hey, a ram. Butting heads, sore head. That's pretty good.
Let's see where else we can go here. Who else can we talk to? We'll talk to one more person, then I'll have to call it a day, guys. It's been awesome hanging out with you all. Let's talk to this chick over here. Talk to the ferret merchant. We can probably buy stuff from her.
Excuse me, my good lady, but my companions and I are in search of the Orb of Storms.
The orb? Go on.
Okay, so the same questions as we had for the ram, except I have a feeling she's a little bit nicer. Where were you last night?
Perhaps you could tell us where you were evening last.
I was in my wagon, preparing my sculptures for today's sale. They are quite beautiful, are they not?
Is there anyone who could vouch for your whereabouts?
I'm afraid not. No one saw me from early yesterday evening until today.
He assumed the gender. He said my good lady. I think he said my good lady, right? Yeah, he totally sounded upset, right? He was cranky. The ram needed a hug.
Can you tell me who might have stolen the orb?
Someone very clever. I understand the orbs are heavily guarded. In order for someone to steal one, he would have to be very clever indeed, or be someone that even the guards would not suspect.
Clever and unsuspecting. That makes sense.
What would you do with such an orb if you had it in your possession?
I'd try to take it apart, find out how it worked. What a feat of engineering! What skill that would take!
What do you know of these orbs?
I know they contain the secrets of nature itself. I do not understand how they work. It has been my fondest wish to be able to take one apart and look inside for myself. Perhaps someday.
I like how she's all twitchy, like, she's kind of like a valley girl. These characters have a lot of personality.
Do you have any advice to help us on our quest?
I cannot help you find the orb, but once you do, I suggest you learn all you can about it. Then bring your knowledge to me, and I'll see if I can make another. Together, we could become very rich.
That's not Miss Mad, but can you imagine if Miss Mad did like the voice for a video game character? That'd be awesome, because her voice is really cool.
Thank you for your time, friend Parrot. I must be off.
Don't forget what I said. I will anxiously await your return.
This chick's nuts. She's totally crazy. So yeah, I mean, these point-and-click adventure games are interesting. They definitely take a lot of work because, look, man, I'm just walking around asking questions. So they're definitely a time investment, but the character development in this game seems really good. I really like it a lot. Yeah, and guys, my dinner is pretty much ready, so unfortunately I'm gonna have to bounce. But she likes to take things apart, yeah. But it was awesome hanging out with everyone today. Man, Earock, thanks so much for jumping on that impromptu interview. It was really, really awesome to talk to you. And let's do something like bigger and more detailed. Not that, we don't do anything that big, but we'll do something a little more prepared in the future, okay? Awesome job at LR City. Awesome job with this new port of Inherit the Earth. I'm totally going to enjoy playing this game. And yeah, your work, like I said, your work's just awesome. So thank you, Earock, for coming on and being a guest today. That was really, really fun. And thanks everyone in chat for coming and hanging out. You guys make it fun for me, so I really appreciate you being here and all your support and sharing ideas and positivity about the Amiga. It's awesome. This is just too much fun. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to stream soon for about a week because I'm going to be away up in the mountains next week. I might do something, maybe I'll do something quick over the weekend. We'll see. But next week I'm pretty much out of commission because I'm going to be mountain biking up in Vermont, so it's going to be super, super fun. You like point and clicks the best? Nice. Nice, Retro Red Rum. Awesome. Thanks, Hell's Angel. Great seeing you. Joe Ski, great seeing you too. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out. Later, Cosmic Frog, thank you. Earock, again, thanks again for coming on. That was awesome to chat with you, and your work's awesome, and I appreciate it. And Time Gal, dude, I reach for Time Gal more than I reach for Uncharted 4. I love Time Gal. It's awesome. Come back with a full beard, Mountain Man. All right, yeah, I will. Right on, guys. CyboMan33, awesome. Thanks for the kind words, dude. I appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm really glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, I guess that's cool, guys. That's about it. I can let's see, turn this off over here. Webcam only. That's it. My software is throwing me off here. All right, guys. Well, that's it. Enjoy the game. It's called Inherit the Earth. You can Google, I'm not sure. It's on English Amiga board. That's where I found it. It's another one of Earock's handiwork. Don't forget to support Earock's game, LR City. He put the link in chat where you can download the demo and you can pre-order it. He's hoping it's going to be available in the fall, but you know, it's basically like two guys making the game, so you never know. But hopefully it'll be available soon because it's a lot of fun to play. All right, guys, I'm gonna go grab some grub, grab a brewski, and thanks for hanging out, and Amiga forever.